say your money, I want to use, for instance, not exact value, but I want to use something like 8, but I use 9. Right? 9, this is 1009, and then say this is probably 99 US dollar. Now, if you divide this by 120, then you realize it's 80, 80. It could be, give it, it's 9, it's 96. Say 96 US dollars. So you see, you have already lost the value of your money. Yeah, you've already lost the value of your money. So the reason why I would want us to always choose MMF is because every time the 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 depreciation could be a little bit absorbed by the interest you're making every day. So it's very important for you to look at the three ways, and you would want to start with money market fund. There is an advantage for that, and the advantage is what we call the inflation. Inflation affects your shilling every day. So if you put your money in a bank, which is 100,000, let's say that, and you want to put that money, and you get an interest of say 7% percent per annum. This money you get it as one. For instance, you get this at 100, and they give you probably 9,000 half. They give you 9,000 above your money. Now, if you come to, and the interest rate at this time, it was saying the shilling, the shilling value at this stage was 115, and at this point of when you're getting the interest, the shilling was 118. You will realize this money is the same as what you had when you were starting. So the inflation factor now balances your money to be the same, to be equal. So you end up thinking you're saving, but then you are just having the same amount. Yeah, this is what you need to look into, because at this point, if you want to buy a land, probably 100,000. Right now, you can buy a land at 100,000, and by the time after 1 year, when you are getting that 109,000. So what happens here is where you are going to get land. Probably that time the land was say 100,000, 50 by 100. So this time it will have gone to 110,000 after 1 year. So you see that you will be required to earn something, say 1,000, so that you make 1 to 110. So I'm giving this example so that you can understand what inflation is really. So inflation will just balance your money. So the best route to go is using money market fund, or what we call unit trust. Unit trusts. So you will need to get to know what unit trust is, or what money market fund is, and what companies are offering it, what companies are legit or legitimately they are not just existing, so that you can be able to trust them with your money. And this one is regulated by, there's a regulator, and you will always want to look at CBK and what CBK says. So this is something you want to factor as you do your savings in these three institutions. Last time I said, at least start saving. My interest was to at least start saving for something. Then the next thing I think is the best for you is find out what money market fund is. Go to your financial advisor, find out what money market fund is, and then you can start trying putting your money. You can start saving through the money market fund. I'm not saying you don't save through the circles. I mean, circles are the best, the second best good. If I am to pick, I would pick this one as the first one, this is the second one, and this one as the third one. The banks have a savings account that they always give, and probably as about 8%, between 6 and 8%, because that is the inflation value. They don't give, sometimes most of these they don't give the higher side of where the coin is at. They give you the lower side. But the good and the interesting thing about saving with a bank, and now the banks that you are sure of, there's security. Yeah? And number two, the circles as well is important to save here, because the circles, they will give you loans as quickly as possible. The procedures are less. So that is why locals or the farmers, or even I want to tell you about our parents, they easily paid fees using the circle loans. Yeah? It's easy nowadays. The first thing you would want to do, or someone is always encouraged to, is to get into a circle so that you can easily get the money. So the circle is the second best if you want them to go into loans. But I would also want you to look at which circle has some strength, which has existed well, which is also regulated by, they are called SALSA. You also want to find out. This is what you need to do, is important. This is where you start, and you can get good value for your money. And at the end of the day, you'll be able to hit the target when it comes to this year resolution. I leave you at that. Thank you very much for following. Let's keep engaging. Next time, probably I can talk about a few companies that I believe they are available, and they're strong, offering MMF. And I would want also to share with us how you can start this. Thank you, and see you next time.